What's up, everybody? This is Blue Lightning, and we're going to be talking about 5 ways to fix Yu-Gi-Oh! Fix the game itself as a whole. So first we have consistent rulings. Well, by consistent, I mean to have the same ruling for the same card. Unless it's been re-errated, then you go by the current ruling and follow the card. One such example is like Necker Valley or, something like that. Not go to a tournament like a YCS or something and get a different ruling, but you turn around and go to a regional and you get obviously a different ruling. Okay, the next thing is giving lesser known archetypes more, better, new, more, and better support. There's a lot of archetypes that suffer from this, and some examples are Magnet Warriors, Element Sabers. They just don't have enough support, whether it's not enough spells and traps or monsters or both. Or in a lot of decks, they have their own counter trap, they have built-in protection, they have a bunch of different things. And by giving these new archetypes new support, making them stronger, they'll be able to compete casually and competitively. A lot of decks, they don't really like a lot of decks they focused on. It's more like the anime favorites. Prices of Yu-Gi-Oh cards are way up there and too expensive for a lot of people, even for budget players. So, being that you guys can disagree with this or not, but and you guys can let me know what you guys think. But as far as prices go, a single card shouldn't be more than $50. That's just ridiculous. I mean, a play set I can understand, like if it's like, I don't know, if it's out of like a specific set or something, and it's like a 3 of, and you got to get 3. I can understand that being like $70-$80 ish, but there is no reason that a single card should be more than like $40-$50. And that, I think the price is also what drives a lot of players away. The ban list. Now, this one is going to be a little bit of a long one. The ban list, believe it or not, does affect a lot of how people create their decks, how the community, the Yu-Gi-Oh community as a whole, and the game itself functions. Because now, a little bit of history, from my understanding and from what I've read and what I've heard, the ban list came about because in the early days, people like Chaos players were abusing the hell out of the Chaos monsters, and they were just going ham back then. So, and people kept complaining and wanting these cards like banned, and they came up with the ban list. They've had it ever since. With that being said, the ban list bans cards, like certain cards, for no reason. Like, I'll give you an example. Samorg, the Link, and Barrier Statue of the Wind. Granted, usually people can abuse those and like splash them in different decks. But they're really only good in wind decks or winged beast decks. I can understand them banning something like Archosaur, which can be splashed into like 3 different types. But something that's like specifically like locked into an archetype like shouldn't be banned. It makes no sense logically. And the last one is promoting new products for new players. I mean, that's self-explanatory. In order to keep the TCG going and to keep it afloat, Konami's gotta introduce new and better products. And along with that, it also ties into giving more support, making new support, new archetypes, giving old archetypes new support. That also goes to say, that also ties in with new structure decks and starter decks. The last structure deck we got was the Fire King structure deck, as many of you know. But we haven't got one since. We haven't had a starter deck, like good starter decks, in a long time. I'm just covering a few basics. Again, like all of these can affect how the game is played and how the fan base, like how players view the game, how new players can get in, and just, you know, really promoting like everything. Sorry, I had to write these down, otherwise I was gonna forget. Let's see. Is there anything that I missed? If there's anything I missed that you guys want covered, tell me in the comment section below. And tell me your guys' thoughts about how ways they can fix Yu-Gi-Oh! And not just the game itself, but like the decks, the ban list, the meta, stuff like that. But yeah, hit like and subscribe. Catch you on the flip side.